Welcome back to my channel, coin lovers. Today, we are diving into two of the most fascinating and collectible coins from the Isle of Man: the 1980 50 pence coin and the 1984 Christmas 50 pence coin trust. By the end of this video, you will discover why these coins are not just pieces of metal, but treasures that every collector dreams of owning. So get it started. To understand the 1980 version, we need to go back a little. The 50 pence coin was first introduced in 1969, replacing the old 10 shilling note as part of the UK's move towards decimalisation. It was unique in shape, a seven-sided coin with an equilateral curved heptagon design. This made it easy to recognize by touch and also ensured it could roll smoothly in machines, even though it wasn't circular. By 1980, the 50p coin was already established as one of the most important denominations in everyday life. It was widely used across Britain, especially for larger purchases. But what made 1980's issue special was not any major redesign, but the fact that it continued the tradition of featuring Britannia, the powerful female figure symbolizing Britain itself. The coin features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin. This portrait had been in use since 1968 and shows the Queen wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. Around the portrait, you can read the inscription, Elizabeth II DG Reg. FD 1980, which stands for Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith, 1980. The reverse shows the classic seated figure of Britannia holding a trident and shield. Beside her, there's a lion, a symbol of strength and courage. At the bottom, you'll see the denomination 50 new pence. The reverse design was created by Christopher Ironside, a famous British artist and designer. This imagery connects the coin directly to Britain's long history, showing both monarchy and national pride. Now let's talk about the physical specifications of the 1980 50p. Metal composition: 75% copper, 25% nickel, a cupronickel alloy. Weight 13.5 grams. Diameter 30.0 millimeters. Shape seven-sided with an equilateral curved heptagon design. Edge plane smooth without any milling. This was the larger version of the 50p coin before it was resized in 1997 to make it smaller and lighter. That's why older 50p coins like the 1980 version are often called large type 50p coins by collectors. The mintage of the 1980 50p coin is an important factor for collectors. In 1980, approximately 89,781,500 coins were struck for circulation. This means it was a common year for the 50p, so in everyday use it wasn't rare at the time. However, as decades passed, most of these coins were withdrawn from circulation after the 1997 resizing of the 50p coin. When the smaller version was introduced, the larger ones like the 1980 issue were demonetized and are no longer accepted as legal tender in shops. That's why finding one today is much harder, even though the mintage was high. Now, the big question is, how much is a 1980 50 pence coin worth today? In circulated condition, you can usually find it valued between £1 and £3, depending on wear and tear. In brilliant uncirculated condition, or if it comes from a mint set, it can sell for £5 to £10 or even higher. Proof versions and sealed presentation sets are more desirable, and collectors are always willing to pay a premium for those. Remember, its real value is not just in money but in history. Owning a large 1980 50p is like holding a piece of Britain's coinage evolution in your hand. Here are some fascinating facts about the 1980 50p coin. The design of Britannia on the 50p was actually used from 1969 all the way to 2008 before being replaced by a new shield design. The larger 50p coins, like the 1980 version, are often used in school projects and exhibitions to show how coinage has changed over time. Many people kept them as souvenirs when they were withdrawn in 1997, so they have nostalgic value. Collectors sometimes look for error coins, for example, misstrikes, off-center designs, or die clashes, while extremely rare for the 1980 issue. If you happen to find one, it could be worth significantly more. So, why should you add the 1980 50 pence to your collection? First, it's a classic large 50p coin, no longer in circulation. Second, it represents the traditional design of Britannia, which is a national icon. And finally, it's affordable, making it an excellent starting point for beginner collectors while still being valued by advanced numismatists for its historical importance. The year 1980 was a significant time in Britain. It was the early years of Margaret Thatcher's government. Many people remember the economic struggles, strikes, and social change of that era. Using coins like the 1980 50p helps connect collectors to the everyday life of people during those times. It also reflects how stable the coinage design was. Britannia had already been on British coins for centuries, representing strength through difficult times. Britannia first appeared on coins in Roman times, and later reappeared on British coinage in 1672 under Charles II. On the 50p coin, she is seated with a trident, symbol of naval power, and a shield with the Union Jack, symbol of protection. The lion at her side represents courage and Britain's national animal. For many collectors, Britannia in the 1980 50p is one of the most artistic modern coin designs. The 50p coin was one of the first decimal coins introduced before 1971, helping people transition from shillings and pence to the new system. By 1980, the public had fully accepted decimalization, and the 50p coin was one of the highest value coins in everyday use. The fact that this large-size version was in circulation until 1997 makes it a snapshot of that transitional era. Did you know the shape of the 50p coin is mathematically special? Next, coins. 1984 Christmas 50 pence coin. The Isle of Man is a small island located between England and Ireland. It has its own government, its own cultural traditions, and most importantly, its own coinage. In 1980, the Isle of Man introduced something truly unique about the world's first Christmas-themed commemorative coin. These coins quickly gained popularity, not only with locals but also with collectors worldwide. The 1984 Christmas 50 pence is part of this ongoing festive tradition, making it a key collectible in the series. The obverse of the 1984 Christmas 50p features a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin. This portrait is iconic because it was widely used on British and Commonwealth coins from 1968 until the mid-1980s. The Queen is wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, a very recognizable piece of jewelry. Around the portrait, the legend reads, Isle of Man Elizabeth II. This side represents tradition and authority, connecting the coin to the British monarchy while still highlighting the Isle of Man's unique coinage system. Now let's turn to the real star of the coin, the reverse design. The 1984 Christmas 50 pence features a beautiful nativity scene showing Mary and Joseph with baby Jesus in the manger, surrounded by animals and simple stable details. Key highlights of the design. At the very top, there is the Star of Bethlehem, shining down over the manger. The intricate details capture the traditional Christmas spirit and Christian heritage. The words Christmas 1984 are inscribed, making it clear this is a special commemorative issue. This combination of faith, art, and holiday cheer makes the coin stand out in the world of numismatics. Let's get into the specifications of the coin, which collectors always want to know. Country: Isle of Man. Year: 1984. Denomination: 50 pence, 50p. Metal: copper-nickel. Weight: around 13.5 grams. Diameter: 30 millimeters. Shape: equilateral curved heptagon. 7-sided, just like the UK 50p. Some versions were also struck in silver proof, which are rarer and highly collectible. Exact mintage numbers are not always clear for Isle of Man coins, since they were produced by the Pobjoy Mint in the UK. However, collectors know that Christmas 50p coins were typically minted in limited quantities, especially the silver-proof versions. Because of their festive theme, many were bought as Christmas gifts rather than spent, which is why so many examples survive in excellent condition. This makes the 1984 issue an accessible coin for collectors, but also one with increasing demand as more people chase after full Christmas coin sets. Now the big question is, what is the coin worth today? A regular copper-nickel circulation coin might be worth £5 to £15, depending on condition. A silver-proof version can fetch £40 to £100 or more, depending on its rarity and whether it comes with its original presentation box. High-grade, uncirculated examples are especially sought after by Christmas coin collectors. The value also spikes during the holiday season as demand for Christmas coins rises. Collectors love this coin for several reasons. It's part of the world's first Christmas coin series. The nativity design makes it historically and culturally meaningful. It carries the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, adding royal significance. It connects numismatics with the holiday spirit, making it a perfect festive collectible. The Isle of Man remains the only place to consistently release Christmas 50p coins. The 1984 issue was only the fifth coin in the Christmas series. Many people who received this coin as a Christmas gifts in 1984 still treasure it today as a family keepsake. So, coin lovers, what do you think about these two rare treasures? Would you like to see more videos about Isle of Man coins and their hidden stories? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more exciting coin videos that bring history and value right to your screen. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.